Yo, MotoGP fans, welcome back to another episode of MotoGP 24 Road to MotoGP. We're starting our brand new Moto3 career, and I just made a new number for my motorcycle, the number 15. I will be riding for the Red Bull Gas Tech 3 team in the Moto3. And like I promised, I had to change my number, and I also had to change my helmet design. Because I'm sponsored by Red Bull, so I made a Red Bull logo. It's not that very good as the previous one in MotoGP 23, but I did my best, and it looks decent. We're heading for Qatar for our very first race, where I'll have to beat our fellow Dutchman, Veijer. I will be doing the free practice sessions and the qualifying sessions, and I'll be seeing you back at the qualifying results.
As we take a look at the final results of the second Moto3 qualifying session, that's the end of our broadcast for today, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
So we have pole position. It was a very tough fast lap I had to do, but we managed to beat Veijer with 2:09.6. See you back at the race.
The sun has set over the Qatar desert, and the sand brought onto the track by the wind will make it difficult for riders to get good grip during the early stages of the race.
Okay, so they recommend the soft tires, so I will be choosing that one. Not sure if they will hold on for the whole race, but we will see if it will manage. Let's head out for the race.
Exciting lap complete. It's important to have warmed up the tyres, or they could have problems on turns 2 and 6. All eyes on the lights now. Everything's ready for the start of the Qatar Grand Prix.
So we're starting our MotoGP 24 career mode with our very first race. 10 red lights, we got the engine up, and we are on the way. We have a sluggish start. Veijer has a much better start, and we dropped down to P4. And look at Veijer battling it out with Suzuki. Heading into turn number 1, we hit Rueda on the back, and he crashes out. Hopefully it won't be a long lap penalty for us. Seems to be 3 riders involved, which were us, Kelso and Rueda, but that was a very nasty move heading into turn number 1. We gained a warning for that horrible move we made on Rueda, and our first couple of corners are very bad. We dropped down all the way to P7, right in front of our teammate Daniel Holgado, as we are at the back of Piqueras. So Veijer is leading the race, and we have a lot of ground to make up for. It's a yellow flag in sector 3. Somebody crashed behind us. So we are much faster than Piqueras. We make a move through the outside, which is a brilliant move. Now we have the inside line of Esteban, and we are at P5 for now, with Alonso and Ortola in front of us, battling for P3, the final podium place. So we complete our very first lap in our very first Moto3 race. And we now have the slipstream of Alonso and Ortola in front of him. Can we make a move before we head into turn 1? Yes, we can. Now it's heartbreaking into turn 1. And look at Veijer and Suzuki battling it out in front of us. A fierce battle between those two teammates, which will give us the opportunity to close them down and maybe snatch the first position from those two. Still leading. Suzuki right behind him, looking for an overtaking opportunity. Well, we are closing the gap. Only have 5 laps. And we are in our second lap, so including this one, we have 3.5 laps to close the gap and make a move for a potential race win. But I have to be careful not to ruin my tires, as we are closing them down very rapidly in this sector of the track. Into the final turn, turn 16. We have a tighter line, and now we can make use of the slipstream of Suzuki. Can we get past him? Oh, look at the speed of us. 3 wide going into turn 1. Veijer takes the lead. Now we are in a battle with Suzuki, the one we battled with in our final race in our debut season in the Moto3 at Valencia. No, it was Malaysia where we had a fierce battle with him. But now we have a much better motorcycle. And now we will bring the battle to our fellow Dutchman, Veijer, who's doing a great job here in Qatar. He's looking very strong here. Have to wait for a good opportunity to make a move. Look at the speed he's carrying coming out of turn 10. This is the part where they are slower than we are. And as you can see, we are closing the gap rapidly. Just 1/10 of a second. He's still too far away to make a move. Can we dive through the inside of him going into turn 16? No, he's too far ahead. But if you have a good exit, you can make use of the slipstream. Suzuki has fallen back. Look at the strength of the slipstream. We fly past Veijer. And we head into turn 1 as the leader of the race, as we are in the penultimate lap. Now, can we create a gap with Veijer, or do we have to defend for 2 more laps? Heading towards the sector where Veijer was much stronger than we are. So we will have to defend like crazy. Making a tight line. Making sure he won't dive bomb us. right side of my tires are degrading very rapidly, so I'll have to be careful, especially in this high-speed sector, which is coming turn 12, turn 13 and turn 14, all right-handers at very high speed. The gap as of now is 6/10, so we're pulling away from Colin Veijer, but we still have 1 lap to go. And as you know, in MotoGP, everything can happen. Suzuki closed the gap with Veijer. Hopefully they will battle it out for P2 and will give us the opportunity to pull away. They are closing in on me. Get this 0.2 of a second. So they are closing in rapidly. Can we hold on? Make sure I keep a tight line, but I'm losing grip. Going wide in turn 7. I can hear the engine roaring of Colin Veijer. Oh, we go very right in turn 10, and Veijer is through. Veijer is back at the lead of the race. No, it's Suzuki. I thought it was Colin Veijer, but Suzuki has the lead back, or has taken the lead. This is the sector where we are much faster. Can we make a move into turn 14? Oh, we bump into Suzuki. There was a tight little gap and we went for it, but in the process we hit Suzuki on the back and he dropped down. Will we get a warning for the move we made? As of now, no warning. And we came out of the final turn, turn 16, and we head for the finish line. 0.2 of a second. Will we win? Yes, we win the Qatar Grand Prix here
While we
in
wait for the director to take
Qatar.
us to the Parc Fermé to meet today's stars, let's take a quick look at the final results of this Moto3 race.
What a race! We managed to win the race here in Qatar on the Losail International circuit, and our teammate Daniel Hogado has finished in P10, giving him 6 points. But we have the full 25 points, and we finish in front of Suzuki and Veijer, who are looking very, very fast in the opening race of the Moto3 season. Great result. And their team is leading the team's championship.
Well made to see the race winner, who is rightly celebrating with his mechanics. If he continues like this, it will be difficult for his rivals to keep up with him.
What a race weekend. We have a perfect weekend, pole position and race win. But what a race that was. which is very promising for the remainder of the season if every race is as close as it was. But yeah, Losail is definitely one of my favorite tracks in the MotoGP games. Next up will be Portimao, Portugal, a track which is hard on the MotoGP and the Moto2 bikes, but not sure how it is on the Moto3. Can't remember me doing or playing on Portimao with the Moto3 bikes, so not sure what to expect. But nevertheless, it was a great race. It was a great opening race for our very first Moto3 season in MotoGP 24. I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and see you back in Portimao.